top, or perhaps I'm just some other fool bound for a cedar pie. But I clear my mind of everything, I focus on this moment. I've been here many times before, it's I who puts my hand up. And I don't give a thought to the doubts that turn inside. Will this be the last time? Am I prepared to die? Live or die, my name will be recorded in the bard's song. Live or die, my name will be recorded in the bard's song. Some commend my bravery, my virtue they extol, to step into the circle, shouldering the load that holds the lives of all these soldiers and those for whom they fight. That burden doesn't touch me, I think not of them at all. I clear my mind of everything, I focus on reacting, dodge and parry, blow for blow in here. I'm truly living, 'cause we came here to grasp at immortality. Live or die, my name will be recorded in the bard's song. I will live forever when the scholars carve my name in stone. All right. Hello, hello, hello. It looks like sound is coming through. That is good. That is good. Hello and welcome to the weekly Wednesday Warble. As we said in my mind and on the schedule, this episode is called Number One in the Martial Arts World. But that was kind of long to fit on the thumbnail. So we've got it called To Be the Best, which is basically what all of these songs are about. They're all songs about striving in some way for some form of greatness. And we've got 8 songs, and I've got 2 guitars. One, I've got my little guitar out that we may switch to if the need arises. I have already played one gig today. I played a IRL, a real life gig today, this afternoon. A short one, but sort of a last minute fill in for someone who'd dropped out. And we'll hope that we're all feeling good to get through gig number 2. So we've got a fair few original songs because this is a topic that I enjoy, but we also have some covers. There we go. I think that'll do. That'll do. All right, so we're going to start with one of mine, and this is sort of about deciding to do the things. This is called Go For It. I'm just going to pull the amp a little bit closer. I think it should be good. Wish her luck. She's gonna go for it, wish her well. She's gonna take the plunge, cheer her on. She's gonna give it her all, come what may, come what might. She's gonna go for it. She's thought of all the reasons why she shouldn't. She's examined all the evidence she can't. The naysayers did stay and the smile-minded did bray. She ain't gonna listen to all that. Wish her luck. She's gonna go for it, wish her well. She's gonna take the plunge, cheer on. She's gonna give it her all, come what may, come what might. She's gonna go for it. She's made a list of all potential pitfalls. She's been over the pros and cons again. The little voice did whine, but she paid it no mind. Cast those things aside and take the shot. Wish her luck. She's gonna go for it, wish her well. She's gonna take the plunge, cheer her on. She's gonna give it her all, come what may, come what might. She's gonna go for it. She's imagined all the ways things could go horribly wrong. She's envisioned every outcome culminating in disaster. She's prepared for the best. She's ready for the worst. Her second thoughts have passed and she's leaving it to fate. Come what may, come what might. She's gonna go for it. Wish her luck. She's gonna go for it, wish her well. She's gonna take the plunge, cheer her on. She's gonna give it her all, come what may, come what might. She's gonna go for it, come what may, come what might. She's gonna go, she's gonna go, she's gonna go for it. There we go, go for it. Yeah. Doop. And I'm going to work into one now that I wrote during the affirmation affirmative. Exactly. And I'm gonna that's one of those songs that I think I never ever play in the middle of a set. It's like we open with this or we close with this. But this next one I wrote during the Olympics one year, and I really like watching sports. And there's certainly a lot of sports theme in the set today. But this doesn't necessarily, like, this sort of really pertains to any sort of getting up on a stage of some sort and doing your thing. So it doesn't have to be sports, but I did write it during the Olympics. What will you do when the world is watching? What will you do when you're on that stage? What's gonna go through your mind when you get there? What's gonna be your reaction? And every time I start this, I sing it in the wrong key. What will you do when the world is watching? What will you do when you're on that stage? What's gonna go through your mind when you get there? What's gonna be your reaction? Will you breathe? No, we're singing it. All right, friends, give me a moment here. I'm playing the guitar in the right key, but I'm singing in the wrong key. And I think I'm
might have to look at the music to see what the first note is. Give me a second here. Ba-doop, boop, boop, ba-doop, ba-doop, ba-doo. That is the nice thing about okay, it does start on a C. It's nice to write your music down because then you can do that. What will you do when the world is watching? What will you do when you're on that stage? What's gonna go through your mind when you get there? What's gonna be your reaction? Will you breathe and get the job done? Or will you freeze and forget everything? Will you stand there and stare at the crowd and wonder why? What will you do when the world is watching? What will you do when you're on that stage? What's gonna go through your mind when you get there? What's gonna be your reaction? Will you be calm and ready to strike? Or will you listen to the voices of doubt reminding you of the people back home? And will you cry? Or will you block it all out, enter the zone and do your thing? Will you relax, let it all flow, remember your training? Come out on top of your game, on top of the world. Enjoy the ride, the euphoric high in that state of being. Now when it's over, will you look back with pride and satisfaction on that moment in time? Or will you replay every error you made? What will you do when the world is watching? What will you do when you're on that stage? What's gonna go through your mind when you get there? What's gonna be your reaction? Yeah, the world is watching. The world is watching. All right, we're gonna move now into our first cover of the day, I think, and this is Duran Duran, and this is also one of my go-to karaoke songs, and I don't know. It's really fun because this is one of those things, like when I do have a theme, I will usually kind of Google my theme to look for song suggestions. And this is one that, like this one is in every single list of anything that pertains to anything on this subject matter that I've ever Googled a set list for. This song has been on it. Rising up, back on the street, did my time, took my chances, went the distance, now I'm back on my feet, just a man and his will to survive. So many times it happens too fast, you change your passion for glory. Don't lose your grip on the dreams of the past, you must fight just to keep them alive. It's the eye of the tiger, it's the thrill of the fight, rising up to the challenge of a rival. And the last known survivor stalks his prey in the night, and he's watching us all with the eye of the tiger. Face to face, out in the heat, hanging tough, staying hungry. They stack the odds, still we take to the street, for we kill with the will to survive. It's the eye of the tiger, it's the thrill of the fight, rising up to the challenge of our rival. It's the last known survivor, stalks his prey in the night, and he's watching us all with the eye of the tiger. Did I have that right? Rising up, straight to the top, had the guts, got the glory. Went the distance, now I'm not gonna stop. Just a man and his will to survive. It's the eye of the tiger, it's the thrill of the fight, rising up to the challenge of our rival. It's the last known survivor, stalks his prey in the night, and he's watching us all with the eye of the tiger. Do I have the band wrong? Do I have the band wrong? Is that not Duran Duran? Please let me know. I have that written on there, but that might be my brain not remembering things correctly. Survivor is the band, isn't it? Yeah. I'm like, yeah, this isn't. It's because it's funny because I was like, I don't think this is Duran Duran, but that's what I have written on my file. So Survivor. I will correct that on my file. I will do that after. All right. In any case, it's a great song. It's a great song written by people with questionable hair. Currently performed by people with questionable hair. Now we're gonna go to a song that I wrote about practicing, and I enjoy practicing, and I haven't been able to practice as much as I like in these last few months, as my hand has been requiring a bit more. You know what I mean. We're also going to do a quick tuning check. But this is a song about practicing guitar, and it came out, I had a, I think it's called The Definition of Happiness, and the song is called that because it did come out of a song prompt. But we're definitely going to tune a little before we play this one. All right. I think I can hear my husband cackling upstairs. Tick, 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 picking hand moving with the metronome, back and forth across the strings. Tick, 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 fretting hand sliding with the metronome, up and down across the board. Repetition, rest, relax, memorizing passages. Tick, 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 alternate picking, sweeping tremolo, slow and fast across the strings. Hammer on, pull off, bending, glissando, two-hand tapping on the board. Repetition, rest, relax, memorizing passages. Then I come out of the woodshed, and I can join the band playing, and I can hear in my head the notes as they lay waiting. short time. Fingertips landing and lifting seamlessly, seemingly of their own volition. Blazing, soaring, face melting bliss. It's woodshedding. Woodshedding. That's what you do when you disappear and spend all of your time with a metronome practicing. All right. We're gonna do a tune now that I wrote, sort of about Elden Ring, which is a video game that I have not finished playing. But and this song is actually, some of the lyrics are very likely to change a little as I get to the point where I finish this game. But it's in the set today because, you know, you finish the game by slaying gods and yourself becoming a god, I suppose. And that seems to me like it would fit the theme, wouldn't you say? You said I was supposed to be there to support you. No one owes this to another. You said I was too busy chasing my own dreams, but who's going to chase them if not for me? I am here to slay gods, gods, and to myself become a god. You implied that I'm behind your failure. No one can carry another. There's no help for any who won't first help themselves, but who'll take the first step if not you, I am here to slay gods, gods, and to myself become a god. Into the dragon's lair headlong I go, into the lion's den, fearless and sure, ever forward, alone if I must, enter the zeitgeist, leave my mark. I am here to slay gods, and to myself become a god. I am here to slay gods, gods, and to myself become a god, and to myself become a god. And there we go. So that is about Elden Ring, which I've written a whole song cycle about games from FromSoft, so that's going to be in the future. Oh, that is neat. I need to listen to more Steely Dan, don't I? All right. We're going to do a little Frank Sinatra now. Frank Sinatra with spoken word. And there's spoken word because somebody asked me about doing this. And I was like, oh, I'll just see. I'll see if I can do it. And then I was like, oh, I don't know how this part goes. So I spoke it. And then I went to learn the actual melody and was like, actually, I kind of like my spoken word version better. So here we go. Now the end is near, and so I face the final curtain. My friend, I'll say it clear. I'll state my case, of which I'm certain. I've lived a life that's full. I've traveled each and every highway, and more, much more than this, I did it my way. Regrets, I've had a few, but then again, too few to mention. I did what I had to do and saw it through without exemption. I planned each charted course, every careful step along the byway. Much more than this, I did it my way. Yes, there were times, I'm sure you knew, when I bit off more than I could chew. But through it all, when there was doubt, I ate it up and I spit it out. I faced it all and I stood tall and did it my way. I've laughed and cried, I've had my fill, my share of losing, and now, as tears subside, I find it all just so amusing to think I did all that, and may I say, not in a shy way. Oh no, not me, I did it my way. For what is a man? What has he got? If not himself, then he is not. To say the things he truly feels, and not the words of one who kneels. The record shows I took the blows and did it my way. There we go. My way. All right. Now we are going to do, that's been the rest of it I've done today. Good. I like that one. I've always liked that one. All right. Now we're going to do another one of mine. This is on my second album, and this was inspired by a film called Salute of the Jugger, which is one of my absolute favorite movies. And it is a post-apocalyptic sports movie, and it is about a young woman who plays a sport called jugger, and which is a version of football played in the post-apocalyptic future. And I think all you need to know is that in order to get into the big leagues, which is her goal, is you have to travel deep beneath the earth to where the wealthy live in luxury and challenge a professional team to a match. And if you manage to hold your own kinda sorta, you might get invited to join the league. And we need to go into drop D for this one. Need a little more. The cataclysm swept most life forms from the earth. Those with the means prepared a refuge underground. Those without outside shelter where they could, and did their best to make a go with what remained. Here up above we toil and bleed and sweat together, scrounge what we may and force what crops we can. When the day is done, we celebrate our fortunes. We play, we dance, we feast, we share our bodies and our song. I will get there, I will play in the league, I will go further than any previous challenger. Everyone needs heroes, and we found ours in this game. Brutal and majestic, pieced from memories of those who came before. I grew up watching juggers coming through our town. I honed my skills, and when the best came, I made them take note of me. And out below they've hoarded luxuries from bygone days. Their athletes fed and clothed, no harvest chores to cut into their trade. Here on the surface we must travel town to town, our muscle mass depleting, with our hopes and dreams of playing in the league. I will get there, I will be the best quick, I'll know the feeling of silk on my skin. When all my lovers will bathe in scented oil, I will never have to scrounge in the dust for a meal. And all my bruises, wounds and broken bones will be tended to, and I'll bear the mark of the league. You may see that mark and think of me as slave. Despite my gains, they say I never will be one of them. But I don't want their class, just want what they have. If I'm a slave, then I am only a slave to my craft. I will get there, face the champions. 3 rounds, 100 stones, I'll ground them into the earth, and they will salute me. I will get there, I will play in the league, I will go further than any previous challenger, and I will walk slowly, I will walk slowly, I will walk slowly. When I win Yeah, I do have a real tendency to have some musical theater level of lyric packing, for sure. But it's one of the things I really like about that movie, is despite that socioeconomic disparity is alive and well in the future, it's one of the only like post-apocalyptic movies I've seen where like nobody's trying to kill anybody. Like it's just like there isn't like they have this sport, but everyone's just kind of like trying to make a go of it, you know, and so there's kind of some real positives there. It's from 1989, I think. It stars Rutger Hauer and Joan Chen. Oh, very good, yeah. I haven't heard of the recent TV show. All right, so we're on to our last show. We're on to our last song for today's show, and we've got some Queen. And we're, like I say, you kind of end up with a sports theme, really, in this sort of setup. What have we done? We've had general going for things. We've had practicing the guitar. We've had the slaying of gods. And now we're just gonna go to being. We started with the let's go for it, and we're gonna finish with we have succeeded, and now we are the champions. Done my sentence, but committed no crime, and bad mistakes I've made a few. I've had my share of sand kicked in my face, but I've come through, and I mean to go on and on and on and on. We champions, my friends, and we'll keep on fighting till the end. We are the champions, we are the champions, no time for losers, 'cause we are the champions. I've taken my bows and my curtain calls. You brought me fame and fortune and everything that goes with it, and I thank you all. But it's been no bed of roses, no pleasure cruise. I consider it a challenge before the whole human race, and I ain't gonna lose. And I mean to go on and on and on and on. We are the champions, my friends, and we'll keep on fighting till the end. We are the champions, we are the champions, no time for losers, 'cause we are the champions of the world. champions, my friends. And we'll keep on fighting till the end. We are the champions. We are the champions. No time for losers, 'cause we are the champions of the world. There we go. There we go. Exactly. Very high summer today. Very, very, very summery. It was a very summery day today, which is nice. We haven't had many summery days this summer. But there we have it. There is our weekly Wednesday, our warble for this week. Yeah, it is. It is still feeling good. I'm glad I had several hours of break in between. Hey, Muppet Stooges fan, are you coming in just as I'm heading out? Welcome in. That was my second. I played a real gig at a museum, and then a online gig here. And we will be back. We will be back next week for the weekly Wednesday warble. Yes, we will. We will be back next week for the weekly Wednesday warble, and the theme is 1971. And when I did the 70s, I think a year or two ago now. Angel pasta meatballs. Now I shall be hungry. I like how many people come in. I like it when people tell me what they're eating, and then it always makes me hungry. When I did the 1970s episode, where I did one song from every year in 1970, I discovered that every single song that we all love and associate with the 70s came out in 1971. So next week the theme is 1971, and yeah, at least what Kyla likes from 1971. But I wish you all a wonderful week, and we shall see you next time. Thank you so much for joining here, and I shall remember to say, if you enjoyed the music, please like the video. So hit subscribe if you haven't already subscribed. I think I'm supposed to come up with a catchy way of saying that and saying it that way every time, but I'm probably not going to do that. But I hope you have a great week. I'm glad you came, and we'll see you next time. Take care, all.